Hey guys, what's up? Tech Reviews here, and I just decided to make a video on a few of the Mac devices I recently bought. So, this is what I currently have. I have a bunch of monitors up in my closet. I have a Mac Pro G5, which was heavily damaged that I had to glue back together. It looks really shitty, but it works. This is actually in very pristine condition iMac G5. This was right after the G4. The G4 was like the swivel handle one, but this one actually it runs pretty quickly. It works pretty well. And then I have a Mac Mini and a few other things in here, an Apple TV, Magic Mouse. But today we're going to be focusing on the eMac 4th gen of 4 made. So this is the actually newest one of the design they made for the eMacs. So this right here is actually the optical drive, or the CD drive, if you want to call it that. So these are the front-facing speakers. There are none on the back. The back of the system, here is the ventilation system, which is what cools down everything inside the computer. And then on the bottom of the computer, which I will show later in the video, is where you replace the RAM. And in order to replace the hard drive, it's actually pretty impossible. You have to unscrew the whole back of the case, take it all off, remove the motherboard section, and then underneath the motherboard is where the hard drive is. But today I'm just going to be showing y'all how it works and how, honestly, this is a reliable computer. One of Apple's very reliable computers. This computer came out in 2002, which was actually when I was born. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. On the side, here are all the ports. There are Ethernet. This was not a Wi-Fi computer. There's a mini display port of its time. There's 2 FireWire connectors. There's 3 USB and a headset in and an audio out, or a headset out and an audio in general out. So the back is one of the standard 3-prong monitor plugs like most of Apple's computers were. So we're just gonna go ahead. Okay, sorry about that, my camera cut out. Now we're back to turning it on. So there's a little power button in the back right here. Go ahead and press that. Or I guess hold it. Did it break? There we go. So it'll boot up in just a second. So my camera quality is gonna show it doing that. The lines, because this was such an old computer, that's actually videotaping the refresh rate. So basically the refresh rate is, on these type of computers, our eyes can't see it, but the pixels are constantly going down in a line refreshing so they don't burn out. And to the human eye, we can't see it, but to the human eye looking through a camera that's seeing it, actually we can see the refresh rate. So basically this was, well, this clock's set differently. But if you go up here to the far corner and go to About This Mac was actually on the same software as my iMac G5 was. This is on the Mac OS 10.4.11. Processor is 700 megahertz, 1 gigabyte of SD RAM. Now this was the very first RAM generation of actual desktop RAM. This isn't laptop RAM. The startup disk is Macintosh HD, and if we go to more info here, to be honest, for a computer from 2001, it's got some pretty fast loading speeds. So the machine name is eMac, and it's the eMac PowerMac 4 of 4, which means it's the newest generation of its model line. PowerPC G4 2.1 is the CPU type. Number of CPUs, there's one. This generation actually only had room for one CPU, but lots of newer Mac computers, like from 2007 and above, have the option for up to 4 CPUs. CPU speed, like I said before, is 700 megahertz. 1.2 cache per CPU, so we have 256 kilobytes. Memory is 1 gigabyte of RAM. Bus speed is 100 megahertz. Root ROM version is 4.4.2 F1. Serial number is G8221784M4M. So this computer, if not many of y'all know, is actually a tube TV type. So if you were back in the 90s and stuff, they had tube TVs. So the reason this is not flat screen, and let me show you what is flat screen. This TV is flat screen. So is this iMac. This iMac has flat screen LCD technology. This is the standard tube TV technology, which means there's a giant tube back here which has a light bulb in it that's filled with mercury. So when light is shined through the fumes, it creates pixels onto a glass screen. So LCDs are backlit with fluorescent lighting. These weren't fluorescent lighting, these were mercury fueled tube TVs that had a giant bulb in the back, kind of like a projector if you think about it. It projected the light onto the screen, which gave it pixelation to it so you could actually read it. And so it would not shine past the screen, but rather just onto it, and you could see it. So honestly, tube TV technology is pretty interesting if you think about it, because of that's how things started off. You think, how could every single one of those pixels exist? But it just does. It's pretty amazing. So this is actually Apple's school version or learning edition, which would be more for schools. The eMac versions were for schools. They were Apple's budget edition, because when this one came out, the first LCD screen, flat screen iMac came out actually as well. So this was actually chosen to be tubed, so it's a budget edition for schools to pick. So, and I mean, this thing was made in 2002, guys. I just got it recently from a person who had it from when he first bought it. He was like 53 years old. And he used it almost every day of his life, and it still works. Isn't that amazing? Today, we use Macs for 3 years, and an issue pops up instantly in that time frame. And yet, this computer has been around it's 2018. This computer's been around for 16 years, and it still works just fine. Speakers work fine, screen works fine, everything still functions. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about it, but Apple's technology was way better back when it was bulky. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope y'all like this video. Please like and subscribe if y'all did like this video. I'll be doing more videos like it soon. I'm going to hopefully keep my channel more updated, as I'm buying a lot of Apple tech, so this channel's probably eventually going to become Apple-based. But as of right now, thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you really enjoyed this, because I know I sure did. I hope I took y'all back on the road of original Apple technology. So thank you. I will see y'all later. Peace out.